Much like the cobra, ready to strike. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Savage AF, you know what it is. Black Pedro is in the building. This is not a mistake. And no, I did not have morning sickness. Okay, that's not a way to start the show. But I just had that's the first comment I saw as I stepped into the room. Miss Adverb, my baby mama, baby daddy, daddy mama, who hasn't paid a goddamn thing for this kid. I'm fine. I'm good, y'all. Cheers. Morning sickness, what? Savage AF is what it is. I'm Black Pedro. I just took a sip of wine. Usually after that, there's a very light skinned brother who glows even on a new moon, and that's when like there's no light at night. Uh, Shang, comedian Shang on Instagram is what he is. Uh, he's not going to be here with us today, and but he's still with us. I mean, I didn't want to lay it down heavy like that, but Shang is still here with us on the earth. He just got some shit going on a shoot, and I feel the need to like, clarify in America. A shoot in Hollywood is different than like a shoot in Texas. So yeah, he's on like some Hollywood shit right now, which we applaud all the time. But that means that on today, a shortened show, because y'all know we Savage AF. First of all, did I even introduce the show? What are we doing? Savage AF, we're here Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Being that I am alone today, Black Pedro by himself on Savage AF, I need y'all to stay active in these comments today, and I'm going to try and follow and keep up. There might not be as many visuals, but I'm just going to try and interact with y'all because the audience is going to be my co-host today. So Queen B, I see you. JRA, I see you. Yes, my baby mama, of course I see. Come on, girl, stop. Now I see you, Miss Adverb, always in the house. She's our sergeant at arms, by the way, so keep fucking up and see who gets on your ass. Lady Hazel May, thank y'all for being here. Nicole H, Yanni, I see you, bruh. Stuns, I see you, my lady. Let's get it in, y'all, today. We still got things going on. Speaking of things going on, even though he's not here, we can still pay homage, or as they say in French, an homage to, our patron saint here on the show, Savage AF. Shang, if you haven't done it already, make sure you're on Instagram. I'm sorry, on Amazon Prime, watching Shang is Shangry. And if you have done that, make sure that you review it, rate it, and then really, really important to share it, man. Like send it to people and be like, man, have you checked this out? Have you seen this shit? Man, you heard that new Shang, man, get it, man. It's Amazon Prime, guys. If you don't, bootleg your little code around town so that your peoples can watch it, man. Let everybody watch it, man. But make sure you're doing Shang is Shangry on Amazon Primes. And then beyond that, I got a little thing going on my website. theblackpedro.com/shop, and you can pick up Black Pedro Begins. If you believe it or not, guys, that is my that's my baby picture right there. That's me at my most innocent, right? You know what I mean? Like that's me just like still wondering about life, just like, hey, you see it on the crawl there, or actually at the bottom. But go there, man. If you want to hear my babblings as a baby, that's what they were, man. So that's what it is, y'all. Shang is Shangry on Amazon Prime, as well as Black Pedro Begins, the album. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you're also following us on Instagram at Comedian Shang on Instagram, at Black Pedro. And really, really important, make sure you're following at Savage AF Radio on the Instagram, tam bam ham. Yeah, Nicole, that was before I got prego. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I'm retaining a little bit of water right now. Maybe. But you ain't got to get at me like that, Nicole. You have to bring that up. I'm sensitive right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what phase the moon is, if something's in retrograde, but I'm feeling it right now. So yes, that was before I was prego. You saw the glow. Now, you say I'm glowing? Y'all think Miss Adverb said I'm glowing? Okay, well, thank you. That might be the ring light. So it might not be a natural glow right now. And yes, Nicole H, I am retaining wine and whiskey and bourbon at this point, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, and by the way, only Miss Adverb can really get at me about my baby weight. So Nicole, I'm cheers you, mama. You know it's all love, but goddamn it, don't not on a Monday. Not on a Monday, okay? That being said, with or without Shang, with or without me, sometimes I got to dip out. Sometimes, oh yeah, Yanni, Yanni Kisar, and weed. He made it into like a like a roller coaster ride, like weed. By the way, I might have to, but anyways, so here we go, man. We do have a show to do today. It's gonna be a bit shorter, of course, but that's what it is, y'all. That show is called Savage AF. Like I said, Monday through Friday. We're here on Instagram and Facebook. I say Instagram. God damn it. YouTube and Facebook live Monday through Friday. So thank you guys for joining us. Here it is. We're not the type of show that does a rundown. We're going to do a run up on, because we're the type of show, we'll just run up on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. So today we're going to end with a Black Pedro pop-in. Not with the Shangri, because like I said, Shang isn't here. He's off doing them Hollywood things, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get it, bro. I think a helicopter came to pick him up right in front on his porch. And then, he was on the ladder waving to the neighborhood as he took off. So that's going to look good on the gram. Make sure you're following at Comedian Shang. But we're going to end with the Black Pedro pop-in. We back. We're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, the gates have been breached. I don't know if you can hear the sirens in the back. I might have to cut the show really, really short. But the gates have been breached. Melinda and Bill are done. You hear? Melinda and Bill Gates are getting divorced, guys. We're going to talk about it. And not on some gossip shit, but on that other shit. But before we get into that, what it is, Liz. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the Republican Party, because you have Liz Cheney, who, by the way, I'm trying to pull it like Shang does this. While I talk, Shang is like pulling up pictures and stuff. I'm holding the mic. I got one fucking hand for the laptop. I'm sorry, guys, man. It might not be as visual today. You might just have to stare at this. That being said, we'll move on, say some things. Yeah, man. So Liz Cheney, who is the number 3 Republican in the House, been under a lot of fire, been, kind of one of those lone voices. And it's not just her, right? So let me get this banner up here. Let me try and get this. What it is, Liz. So her, Mitt Romney, under a lot of fire. Liz Cheney did the horrible act of fist bumping President Joseph Robinette Biden as he walked the aisle to address Congress last week. Horrid act, you know what I mean? Just the vile woman she is for stepping out there and being cordial like that. So, you know what I mean? There's her for that. Today she's like tweeted out like basically like fuck all y'all. I'm on my shit. I'm on some Republican shit. Y'all are wilding out. Mitt Romney was booed at his own state of Utah. Magical underwear, Mormon state that it is. He's a Mormon, but 8-9 years ago, some shit like that, he was the man. He was the Republican nominee to be president. So that, that's one of those things. Now we've gotten to where he's speaking at a state convention and he's getting booed by his own people. Yeah, you know what it is. Queen B, I see you in the house, girl. Were you a little bit late for class? Okay, you might want to get up on that pole, girl, and shake that ass, girl. Let me see what you got. I've got dollars today. But what these two figures, and when I say these two figures, I mean Liz Cheney. Oh, by the way, I did want to do a side note on Liz Cheney real quick, because while right now both her and Mitt Romney seem so valiant, it's easy to be valiant or even normal. Queen B, you were on time? I don't know. Can anybody verify that? Because I couldn't see everything. I only got two eyes, and one of them's in the back of my head. So, but if you were, congratulations. Still, we invite you to shake that ass, girl, and let me see what you got. But Liz Cheney specifically is, while she's looking good right now in terms of just sort of being a normal Republican politician, she is the daughter of Dick Cheney. And I truly believe him to be one of the most evil devils to ever walk this earth. There's probably not just one devil, probably many, incantations. But he is one of the greatest of it. Former vice president, just evil son of a bitch, shot a friend in the face. Bird shot, too. That's just annoying. You shoot me in the face, you better kill me, because this ain't over, my nigga. This ain't over. I'm like, when you want to go hunting again, dog? Ha! Ha! You want to go hunting again? No, you go first. No, you go first. But yeah, that was while he was vice president, too. While he was vice president, shot a friend in the face. Truly believe him to be, a devil. Which would make Liz Cheney the devil's spawn, in a literal sense, according to my feelings. So, in these times, it is such that we're looking at these people that would normally be ass fucks to us, right? Like Liz Cheney would normally be somebody that I would like take toilet paper and feed it into my printer, if possible. Spend the colored ink too. Do the color ink, you know what I'm saying? On the toilet paper. Get a whole roll going of her face and probably wipe my ass with it. You know what I mean? Like ass face. That's what Liz Cheney would normally get. But in these times, she's fist bump queen. Which has created this, divide, this clear, a fracture, a breaking of the Republican Party that I'm seeing happening. I'm just wondering what you guys think things going to happen with this Republican Party. What does it mean? Because, for a long time, we've talked about having third parties and in politically, and to be honest, there are more than two parties, right? There's the Libertarians and whatever party Kanye ran with. I think it was the cat shit crazy party. So there are other parties besides Democrat and Republican. They just have, the oligopoly on it, I guess you would say. But what is happening with the Republican Party? Like, where is this going to go? Because Liz Cheney is the daughter of a former vice president of the United States, right? She ain't no hodgepodge AOC come up from the dirt and, walked holes in my shoes. No, like this is Republican political royalty. Mitt Romney is as well. Former governor. He's the son of a former governor of my home state of Michigan. Mitt Romney's originally from Michigan. These are, kind of Republican brand names, if you will. And they're getting, Mitt Romney got booed. I mean, it was open mic night for this motherfucker, and he opened up with shit jokes. And they were like, nah, nigga, get out of here. And I will say that Mitt Romney made a fatal mistake of like even bringing up Trumpty Dumpty, but trying to then, politely shit on him. He was like, even with the, mistakes of the last president, like, nigga, if you're gonna bring up the last president, you either got to say Heil Hitler or don't bring him up at all, because that's where your party is. So Mitt Romney failed to read his own party. I don't think white people realize how white they are. Usually I'm not the white people guy on this show, and this show isn't like a white people, black people show necessarily, right? Like we talk about issues, specifically for Black people. But it did dawn on me this weekend that, man, I don't think white people really realize how white they are. Like what America really means. Like, think about the foundation of what America is, right? This land was here. There were natives, indigenous people here already. Europeans came here because they were white people that were tired of white people. Like, Europeans coming to America is just white people getting on each other's nerves, where white people are like, I can't take these niggas no more. Like, I cannot do this anymore. We going over here. You could call it religious persecution, whatever. But it was just basically white people got sick of each other to the point where they didn't even know what was on the other side of the earth, man. They were like, fuck it, let's go. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's just go. And have come here. And now through that whole process, we're doing it all over again. All the European revolutions that we saw, French Revolution happened in Britain, heads got chopped in the square, let them eat cake, that shit. January 6th, that was reminiscent of all of that. Stacey Patterson, now I know you late. And so you get all that ass up on that pole, girl. Shang's not going to be here today, but you still, let me see what you got. You know what I'm saying? I got dollars on me tonight, ladies. Get it up there. But yes, and Queen B, I see you up there. It was classism, right? Yeah. Amongst Europeans, yes, you're not going to have racism, right? They're the same race as you have it. But it was this agitation among each other, and classism was it, right? Rich, poor. And they came here under the guise that they were going to create something new and different. And they just created Europe all over again. And Cassandra Thomas says they called it the New World, right? Which is really just like a carbon copy, version of the old world, right? Like I've said this, Europe is America's baby brother or sister or whatever, right? Like, in America, Europe is just being repeated, right? It's white people alienating each other, finding some scapegoat, Black, Asian, Latino, whatever it may be, and and then focusing on that and using that to keep poor white people from focusing on the rich white people. Because once they do, then you get the revolutions that you saw in Europe. And so they came to America, and instead of royalty, we have, the 1%, billionaires, wealthy, capitalists, right? Like that's our royalty. And we're going to get into a royal couple that's about to break up or whatever in a minute, that is in the process of it. But essentially these billionaires, wealthy people, that's our royalty. The royalty are just the wealthy people in Europe. There's no God-given prima nocta, whatever, like there's none of that, bloodline shit. That they're just the motherfuckers that had to dough. Like, we kings. Peace. So, and I know we walk around as Black people, especially now, addressing each other as king and queen, which, I look at as a form of positive affirmation among each other. But in reality, I don't believe in royalty, right? Like, you weren't born better than me. If you have more resources, then you have more resources. But that doesn't make someone better. I mean, while my shit might be receding, I'm doing better than William, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he got his shit's gone already, and he's younger than me. So let's go, right? Like, royal what, my nigga? You ain't even got hair plugs yet. So, yeah. That being said, in America now, we're looking at this, in the Republican Party, which I think represents that royalty, right? At this point, the 1%, this breakup, okay, this division. And it's just really interesting to watch. Um, you know, how this is going to play out. I'm very, very interested to see what is going to happen, and if this, you know, hickory dickory dock party um, emerges to be something politically. But at this point, you have even George W. Bush, who's out here like basically saying that, you know, these people that, you know, this far right wing is out here alienating itself. So, you know, that's once you have George W. Bush talking about the far right alienating itself and into extinction, I'm like, how did this motherfucker get center all of a sudden? So again, Cheney, Bush, Romney, whatever the Republican name brand is right now that's speaking out against the Trumpty Dumptyism that's out there. Let's keep in mind that they're still not right on brand for us. And you're right, Nicole H. I'm sorry. It's just W. I don't know why I used all them fancy phonemics and things as such when all I needed was W. That's all you needed. All his brother needed was Jeb. Okay. That's 3 letters. All they needed was 1 W. You know what I'm saying? Spelled W. But yeah, you know, we have this breakup going on, and I'm interested to see how it really plays out. What becomes what? If this little hick faction becomes extinct or actually becomes some sort of party. I mean, listen, the Republican Party right now, there are, oh man, just sort of cracker minded, raccoon infested individuals who are recounting and recounting and recounting right now in Arizona. Doing another recount, dog, just to make sure that Trump lost again. But they're still on this thing, and it's now been rebranded. Your boy Trumpty Dumpty tweeted it out, or no, got some message out. He can't tweet anymore, but put the word out that this, you know, the 2020 election will forever be known as the big lie. So all the things that he's so bad about and so bad at, I should say, in terms of running business and obviously being an executive, whether it's in a branch of government or in a boardroom, you know, and, you know, as terrible as he is at that, he is good at branding. And this branding of the 2020 election now has 1/3 of the country believing that Joseph Biden isn't a legitimate president. So, as much as you don't want to talk about him, the motherfucker is still controlling that party to the degree in which your average brand name Republicans, Bush, Cheney, Romney, that you would typically be able to hate. By the way, Bitch McConnell is still like on brand with the nigga you love to hate. But, you know, Bush, Cheney, Romney are now sounding like people that you're like, yeah, what he said, what she said, right? And but they're still assholes. But this represents this intra-civil war within the party of the grand old party. And let's just see where it goes, guys. I don't know. I don't predict the future. Okay. But what I do know is that tomorrow we'll be back here at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also tomorrow, I was having a hard time pulling the graphic in, but we will be in Las Vegas or in the area. I think it's just south of the Strip. The Stripped? Nick, I just said the Stripped. I need more alcohol. Sorry. I was combining 2 activities because in my pregnancy, man, I've been horny. I ain't gonna lie. So I've been thinking about going to the strip club on the Strip while we have a show south of the Strip. So I just called it the Stripped, and I didn't mean to do that, guys. I apologize. I'm usually better than that. But we will be at the Blue Martini at Town Square. Blue Martini Town Square. When I say we, I mean myself, Black Pedro, comedian Shang, and Kevin Tate. Also, homie from Detroit, man. When I say homie, I met him in Hollywood a couple years ago when we were doing our show, Shang and I, at Dash Radio, internet radio, beautiful studio, and Kevin Tate, his show was a part of the network of shows that we were a part of. So we often interacted with him, kind of ran across him. This will be my first time getting to see the brother do stand up live. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Heard so many good things about him, and I know he's a beast on the mic in the studio. So looking so forward to working that out. But we'll get into that in a minute. But before we get into that, the gates have been breached. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about like, you know how Jeff Bezos was like the richest man in the world, divorced, half. That old Eddie Murphy joke, half on Fufu came. I don't know what Jeff Bezos' wife name in Fufu Bezos. She came through and took, half that shit. Hundreds of millions of hundreds, nigga. It's gone. Doesn't matter. At that, like Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying? You got 300 million, she take half. Yeah, you'll be all right. You got 30,000, she take half. Somebody got to die. You know what I'm saying? But these aren't the type of divorces but with Bill and Melinda Gates, kind of my first thing that popped up, because I know we have a lot of people out there who are anti-vaxxers or hesitant, as we say. And, I'm out of the space of trying to convince people to get the vaccine. I would just say, like I said last week, just continue to socially distance and isolate then, and mask up and sanitize, and stay the fuck out my pool party. If you're not willing to vaccinate, that I get that. But a lot of people, there are a lot of conspiracies, especially around the Gateses, about their involvement in vaccine development and the reasons for it, and who to how to why to when. Melinda and Bill are microchipping everybody so they can track you, because that's not what your phone is doing already, or what my computer, like this right here is that's tracking me. All of this is, we all tracked, but there's a microchip in the in the vaccine and all that. Archeo Mom, I see you, girl. Listen, I believe you're late, Archeo Mom, unless you're just chiming in. So go ahead, girl. Get up on that pole. Shake that ass. Let me see what you got. And Miss Adverb knows what I'm talking about. She said, Eddie, I want half. Yeah. So, but with Melinda and Bill, especially given their foundation's role in vaccine development and inoculation globally for diseases, and all the conspiracies around it, I'm like, are they really talking about dividing up money? Or are they just like, all right, what part of Africa do you want? Like, how do y'all want to do Africa? North, south, east, west? We could throw darts at the map. I mean, baby, like, how you really want to do this? Okay, I just need Nigeria for the lab, and then you get Zimbabwe away if you want to go from A to Z. I'll just go Algeria to Zimbabwe, and then we'll meet in the middle. Mozambique, we'll get up in there. So I'm just wondering, like, with because with them, that they've been beyond the money, right? I feel like Jeff Bezos is still like money, and the Gateses are like power, kind of power, or were power. They ain't the Gates. They ain't about to be the Gateses no more. So are they really about like dividing up money? And this is all speculative, right? Like, but it was just a fun topic to me. I ain't want to gossip. You ain't heard it from me. But I feel like they at this point on that level, they'd be dividing up the world, right? Excuse me, got a little something in my throat. Yeah, like, for all you conspiracy theorists out there, are they really about to divide up the continent of Africa? They're like, all right, well, you get Wakanda, but I get all, I get half of the what's it called, the not the unobtainium, adamantium. I get all of that, or whatever. So at least half the rights to it. Like you can have the land, but I'm getting the resources about that bitch. Um, Prince of Crenshaw, I like that name. Wait, sorry. Prince of Crenshaw says China invading Africa. Now, I would encourage you to put a verb in there, like China is or something like that. But I get what you're saying, brother. Prince of Crenshaw. And I wouldn't use the word invading, but I do get what you're saying. They are definitely, to use another I word, investing heavily in much of Africa. And all of the greater economies of the world, whether they were European or American or now Chinese, have seen Africa as a store, right? Europeans shopped for people, for bodies that they could use to, build with, right? And then as America became America, it's gone back to Africa for, it went back for bodies, but also for resources, okay? Natural resources in more modern times. And then, and then China is in there for the same, and they're building infrastructure, but not with the like, oh, let's help these people have roads and have better lives. They're like, yeah, this is our shit, and we need roads. So, fuck out of here. So it's more of an economic invasion, Prince of Crenshaw. But I do salute you, sir, for bringing that up. That's what it is, y'all. So, what's shedding? I'm seeing shedding out here now. Wait, a lot of shedding. Nicole H says shedding. People who have been vaxxed make those who haven't sick because their bodies are trying to get rid of the vax toxins. All right, see, this is some scientific. I haven't heard about this. I don't know if y'all are. I'll look it up. Okay, Nicole H. God damn it, stop yelling at me. But I saw a few other people bring it up. Miss Aver, maybe Pamela Knox. Oh, I don't think I shouted you out earlier. What's going on? She said, okay, I see where it started. I see it's always Pam starting some shit. I heard another conspiracy about shedding, in quotes. Without even any science behind it, I think that's basically what life is. We're constantly shedding shit, skin cells, breath, droplets. Nigga, we was always spreading droplets. Get it? That's what sick always was. It was nigga flu, diphtheria, goddamn whatever, droplets. Okay, we've always been spreading droplets. So I shed a bunch of shit all day. Clothes, sperm, skin cells, breath, droplets, thoughts. Okay, like we shedding a lot all day, every day. So, without having looked into it, I'm already going to say I'm not into this shedding idea. That what is it? What did you say, Nicole? Shedding, people who have been vaxxed make those who haven't sick because their bodies are trying to get rid of the vax toxins. Well, yeah. I think that's kind of what the vaccine is for, to get the fucking vax out of your body. And then if you don't have the vaccine, don't fucking blame me for getting you sick. Blame your non-vaccinated ass. Nigga, that's what you can't. Okay, see that's where I gotta laugh at shit, and I'm gonna have to. I gotta leave in a minute, y'all. But I'm gonna get into my pop in. But this is just without looking shit up. The way my logic works is that you can't blame somebody who is vaccinated for a disease for getting you sick for that same disease that you're not vaccinated for. I didn't say that all the way right, but You see what I'm saying? Like, if there is a vaccine out there and you're not getting it, you're avoiding it, and then you get sick, you can't be like, all these vaccinated motherfuckers gave me they old disease. No, you just failed to protect yourself from it. You know, that's like looking for the nigga that left syphilis in the chick that gave it to you. Like, who is the nigga that left syphilis in this fine woman over here that I fucked raw without any protection or good sense? Full of tequila on a hot, sweaty Saturday night. Technically, it was Sunday morning by the time we got home and did the damn thing. Who is the bastard that left all this syphilis in this woman and then allowed it to fall upon me and my unprotected nigga? Put on a condom or have better judgment and don't pick the syphilis chick. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a way to prevent yourself from getting syphilis, and you go out there and do all the things that allow you to get syphilis, shut the fuck up. Don't blame the other syphilis motherfucker or the nigga that used the condom and didn't. Like, it's you. It's just you. Just get a fucking vaccine. Yeah, I'm shedding vax, nigga. Yeah, I'm shedding COVID all day. Nigga, I've been ducking it all year, nigga. Like, for over a year, I've been shedding COVID, nigga. Like, at the grocery store, I'm using football moves like, bitch, get off me. Nigga, I stiff-armed an 80-year-old woman last year. Fuck her. Bitch got too close. Way too close. Been shedding COVID, my nigga. All day. That's what I'm here for. Get that COVID off me, nigga. Off me. Off me. Speaking off me, man, I'm a little bit off. But tomorrow we'll be back. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shang and I will be traveling, and that's going to be fun. We're going to a small desert oasis known as Las Vegas. It's in Nevada. It's anywhere from 3.5 to 42 hours away, depending on traffic. But we will get there. And when we do, we will be back. What's up with a lot of motherfuckers putting H's in the W words? Like, we will. What? We live in a when? I'm like, bro, I will kick you in your whistling chin. First of all, but we back, y'all. We back. Oh, I should have done this, huh? I'm supposed to actually see. I done forgot about the whole damn show, but there's something like that.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Bam, got y'all asses. Still did it. Y'all was expecting. I still got y'all. Anyways, I couldn't get the graphic in time, and my multitasking skills between the drink and the mic and the keyboard. It's been a lot, guys. This has been a stressful Monday for me. Okay, last minute I got the call that Shang wasn't gonna be able to make it to the show, but you know what? He's a soldier and he's out there doing them Hollywood things, and you know, and that's how we do. Sometimes I'm like, hey Shang, I need to think. You got to do it, and then he does it. He just makes the show happen, and I'll make the show happen when he's not here, and then when we're together, we make the show happen some more, and then sometimes we have guest hosts and things like that. So, you know, fuck it. But I just got the call today and didn't have all the time to get all the things in. But tomorrow, okay, and this is so serendipitous to me, okay, and I don't actually know what that word means. I hope I used it right. But yeah, no, it's, you know, it's like synergistic, and that's only because I used to watch the cartoon Gem back in the day. Synergy. But tomorrow is May the 4th. Yeah, for all my Jedi nerd fans out there, May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Wait, okay, I just saw this. Yes, AJ Fit. This is a pangry. It's a black pangry, blangry, or some shit. Blapangry. Yes, it's Pedro is angry. It's my own brand of anger. Thank you, AJ Fit, for chiming in, bro. But we are going to be back tomorrow on May the 4th. As for all my Jedi fans out there, May the 4th be with you. Shang, myself, another very funny comedian, Kevin Tate, will be at the Blue Martini is what it's called in Town Square, Las Vegas, Nevada. I think it's just a bit south of the Strip. And when I say a bit, I mean Baker, California. No, I'm just fucking around. But it's just south of the Strip, guys. Blue Martini, Town Square. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to do the show. It's gonna feel like Madison Square Garden, even if it's just us three comedians there. I don't give a fuck. But if you are in the Las Vegas area and close enough, get there. Get your tickets. You can go to @Laugh Lounge. That's LAFF Lounge on Instagram. @Laugh Lounge. LAFF Lounge on Instagram. Holler at them. Get tickets for the show tomorrow. I believe it's an 8 p.m. show. They're doing a happy hour from 6 to 8. Gonna be a good old time. Myself, Kevin Tate, comedian Shang. It's gonna go down. You got two brothers from Detroit. Kevin Tate is also from the D. I was mentioning earlier, he has a show podcast, much like we do, Savage AF. And we were both working out of the same studio with the same network or I should say with the same channel on the same network. A couple years ago, pre-pandemic, before shit hit the fan. Have interacted, worked with the brother many times, but be the first time working with him live. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me see. Nicole H said, will this be this Tuesday only or every Tuesday? Nicole, yeah, this is this Tuesday. And I won't say only, not like we'll never be back there, but it is a one-off. It's not a weekly thing there in Vegas, but they do weekly shows there. So it is a weekly venue, which I would encourage you to support and support live comedy in all aspects as you can. But in terms of Shang and myself being there as a sort of Savage AF entity, this is it, baby. Cancel it. You know what I'm saying? Get the babysitter. This the night. Put on your red dress and let all your hair down. You know what I'm saying? This is the one. I'm gonna make it. Okay, I don't know why I started singing. That really had nothing to do with what's gonna go on tomorrow. But yes, Arc Your Mom. It's Laugh Lounge, but LAFF. Yeah, spelled highly improperly, but extremely phonetically. And on Instagram, they're @LAFF Lounge. Laugh Lounge. But yeah, tomorrow, May the 4th, as in May the 4th be with you. Shang and I, Kevin Tate as well, we will be there. Blue Martini, Las Vegas, Nevada. Which means we'll probably be doing the show live just before the live show that we do after this show tomorrow in Vegas. So that's going to be fun, guys. We'll be, I hate to get all Hollywood on you guys, but we'll be on location. Write that one down. That's what that means. You're not in studio. And by studio, I mean my living room. That's my bar. That being said, guys, I thank you so much for being here today with me as I ran it. Dro Solo. Okay, that's the name of this episode, right? Just did this by myself. Lando Calrissian the fuck out of this, just like the lone nigga in Star Wars. May the 4th. That's tomorrow. It's the 3rd right now. And I didn't even say that today. It's May 3rd. Yeah, 2021. We are into the second trimester. Speaking of pregnancy, give me my goddamn money, Miss Adverb. I love you. But we are in the second trimester of 2021. So let's get at it, y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow. Not here, but in Vegas, right before we do our live show. But Savage AF will be back on the interwebs, on the interconnections of the YouTubes and the Facebooks simultaneously. You know what it is. Also catch us. I didn't shout this out earlier, but wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Slacker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Yeah. Oh man, I threw a little extra in there for y'all guys just because I missed it earlier. I love you all. You know what it is. We are Savage AF. We will be back here tomorrow. Shang will be back here, or I will kick his fucking ass. We know what it is, y'all. Savage AF. We out.